Welcome to AER Int channel, and welcome back to sheet metal course. Now that we've covered most of the sheet metal techniques, we can put them together to make an example part. We're going to create something like a small sheet metal rack, maybe something that we'll see in a server farm, and we'll make it as a single part but with multiple bodies, and we'll talk a little bit more about it as we go through. Let's start a new part and start a sketch on the top plane. And then sketch a base using the center rectangle. By starting at the origin like this, allows us to keep the front and the right planes at the center of the model. And this can really help with things like mating with other parts in assemblies, and also with using features like mirrors. Let's make this rectangle 500 by 300, but we can choose any size we want. This is just an example. And then go to the sheet metal tab. And let's choose the base flange feature to make the first sheet metal feature. In the options here, I'm gonna go for 1mm thickness, but again we can adjust it to whatever we want. You don't have to copy along exactly. I'm gonna keep the bend allowance as a K factor of 0.5 and the auto relief as standard, and then I'm gonna press OK, and the base flange feature is made. At this stage, I'm just gonna save the part. It's a good habit to get into regularly saving, because Solidworks does sometimes crash. And I'm just gonna call it something like Enclosure in progress. Now let's start to add some walls. And we could choose edge flanges for this, but in this case, I'm gonna use a miter flange, because it allows us to create a fold over at the top, and it also allows us to quickly make all of the edges at once. I'm gonna zoom in and select a smaller end face and draw a sketch for the flange. I'm gonna do something like this. I'm just gonna get the line tool, draw a single vertical line, and then a little folded in section, and then just a small section that hangs down. For the sizes, I'm gonna make it 50mm high. Gonna make this inner section 10mm. Then this little lip is gonna be 5mm. So we have selected the end face, we've drawn a sketch, added some dimensions, and now we're gonna use this to create a miter flange. Go to the sheet metal tab and choose miter flange, and we should automatically get a preview because we are already in the sketch, so we've got that profile already selected. Then let's just select these remaining 3 more edges. And we can see on the preview, we've got a nice mitered corner there where the corners join. We can change the cap distance if we want to. We can also change the flange position and offset the start and end points if we need to. But I'm just gonna keep everything default as it is and press OK to make that feature. And then our walls are all added in a single feature. So we've almost got the makings of an enclosure here, and we've only really got 2 features, the base flange and the miter flange. Now, actually making these folded over miter sections in real life could be a little bit tricky, because it's quite a tight corner in there, but it should be possible. So this is more just about showing us the actual technique in Solidworks, rather than really talking about the best manufacturing techniques. So all we've done so far is create a base flange, and then we've added the second feature, the miter flange for the walls. In the next video, we'll expand on this a little bit more and add some more cutouts and details. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you like. I hope it can be a little helpful and useful.